when I used to check up on people, like back to back, checking up on people. And where did that get me to? Made me feel miserable. Like I'm checking up on people and nobody's checking up on me. Like, what's wrong with you guys? I'm a human being too. You get? Let's forget that we are trying to remove the don't expect calls from people. Don't expect text messages from people. If you do for someone, just you just did it now. Let's forget it. You're doing it. But wait, I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have emotions. I want someone to call me. I want someone to validate me. I want someone to text me too. I want someone to make me feel like they can see me and also hear me too. Do you get? What is it worth if Mr. A is calling Mr. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Y, and none of these other misters calls Mr. A? And what do they tell Mr. A? They tell Mr. A that, oh, okay, you're just calling them, you're just texting them. So why are you expecting it back from them? You say, oh, check up on people, check up on everybody. But you guys checking up on people. Who is checking up on you? What if the person checking up on you has like, is really miserable, like they're going through something that they can't even tell anyone? What if? But because they're checking up on you, what does it matter to check up on them? I can remember 2018, I thought I couldn't make calls to anyone because I felt like I was very, very, very bad in conversations. Like, let me not check up on anyone, let's all be alone. 2019 entered, I was still feeling the same way, but I was changing my mindset that I should be checking up on people because that's what everybody says. Check up on everyone. 2020, it became like my whole motive. I became so 100% intentional that my intentionality almost choked me. I had come back from school, I had come back from wherever, and what am I doing? I'm scrolling to my contact list, looking for who to call, looking for who to text, looking for who's that person that said, oh, I need someone to call me? Who's that person that I haven't heard their voice in a long while? Then, beginning of 2021, it dawned on me that, damn, Chiwendo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I said, okay, let me not call anyone. Let me not check up on anyone. Let me see who even checks up on me, who even, like, is following the rule of check up on your friends and your department people. Like, who is following that rule aside from me? And the realization hurts me so fucking much. Like, nobody ever calls you. Nobody even gives a damn. Chickens. Nobody cares. Check up on people. Check up on people. How many times have you checked up on that person that calls you every day? A rich man gives gifts, but hardly does he receive gifts. A caller, a person that checks up on people every time, gives calls, gives care, but how many times do they receive that same love and care? I'm just saying, Sha, because it just made me think. This mantra, check up on people, makes sense, but it would only make sense to me if the people you are checking up on are also checking up on you, because damn it, you are a human being. Sometimes you feel like just crawling into a hole and never coming out. Sometimes you're like, God, let this person I'm calling just call me back, or let this person I'm checking up on just check up on me one time, let it be reciprocated. I mean, your giver needs to be giving to your therapist in therapy, your what, just everything needs to be back and forth. Because if it's just one-sided, who is feeding, who is giving to that person that is giving to you? Don't be selfish. Don't receive alone. Give back to people. Then most times I'm like, people like, okay, I'll be with people and we'll be discussing about this whole checking up on people stuff, and then this one person I always check up on was like, damn, if I'm calling you every time, that means I love you so much. Okay, hold up. I call you not every time, but I try at least once a month, check up on you, send you a message like what's going on, what's happening, like check up on you. You've never ever done the same for me, and now you are telling me that if you don't do those same things for me, that means you don't love me. That means you don't love me enough to do them for me. Well, I don't even love you at all. I don't love you. Or maybe, okay, I don't love you to, like, I would die for you, right? But you're my friend. We see every day, we talk, and every month I just want to know what's up with you. Like, really tell me what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart. Let me know. Let me be that one person you could, easily open up to. And now you are here sitting telling me that for you to do that for someone else, you love the person so much, and me that I'll be doing for you like every month, I'm a fool. I hear she's not the only person I've said this before. I've heard this from other people, and in my head I'm like, all these people, they don't deserve to be checked up on. They don't even deserve a flashing. One time I was doing this random checkup, and I called one of my secondary school classmates, and she was like, are you sure you didn't mistakenly press my number? Like, that's of you make a mistake when calling people, I was like, no, I really wanted to know how you were doing. Just wanted to know. That phase in my life was very interesting to me, and most times I yearn for it, because as an empath and as someone that has compassion, that's very compassionate, I just like making people feel special. Like, I just want to make someone feel like they are seen and heard. But who is doing that for me? Ending of 2021, I then started channeling all this energy on me, focusing all this energy on me, like self-validating myself, calling myself by doing check-in to self, started doing check-in TS, and started writing more, said tuning into myself, since nobody is doing that for me and I'm doing it for all these ungrateful people, so why not do it for myself? And now it's back up again that most times I feel like, oh my God, I really need to check up on these people. It's been long. It's been so long. But it's not ego. It's not an ego something. It's not a pride something. It's I just don't want to feel like I'm doing myself a disservice. I don't want to disservice myself. Before I even went on IT, I was like, God, my friends will be doing conference calls, we'll be talking, the female ones, we're talking every time. That was before I went into the phase of, so nobody checks up on me, nobody calls me, nobody's even trying to, get to know me, nobody's even trying to validate me. That was the thought I had. And throughout my IT, I made an effort, but it was very minimal. It was so little. It just felt like I didn't care for my supposed friends. But every time I thought of them, I was like, Jesus Christ, I won't call this person today. But yeah, they are fine wherever they are. Don't expect one person. I'm venting now, and I don't care how it's sounding. Don't expect one person to be the only person calling you. Every other person has their own issues. Every other person. That person that is calling you, that person that is texting you, they have issues too. And don't be a selfish bag. Don't be a selfish bag. By thinking that the world revolves around you. It doesn't, baby. I just hope that we get to that place where humans can really can really be empathetic and compassionate. You don't know what it takes for another person to do for you. So don't disregard it for anything. Don't ever disregard it for anything. And if you feel like this person is disturbing me every month, the best thing you can actually do is to tell that person. Assuming all these people I was checking up on every time could easily say, oh, it will pain me, it will pepper my heart. But at least I'm dropping one energy into my own pocket. I'm not wasting it. Tell that person straight up, like, sis, bro, like, I think you should stop checking up on me. I don't really value it. I know it sounds crazy, but what can you do? What are you meant to do? You don't value what someone is giving you. Then why allow them waste it? Tell them to put it back into themselves. It will be more appreciated. The person will be hurt, but it will be more appreciated. I know, like before, there are these my friends in their uni, they don't accept phone or they don't accept SIM card, anyone, but Shasha, they don't make calls. I know how many times that if they are back from school, I used to be the one to call and check up. And last year I was like, boo, let's calm down and know what's going to happen. Chiwendo, it's a fufu, you don't suffer. But it pained me, but I allowed it to slide because it made me realize that do for who, do for you. But yeah, I think all in all, what I'm doing now is I'm doing for myself, but because I know that service, without me serving people and without me being intentional about other people, that will be another disservice to me. I'm sharing it 50-50. Do you get? Before 2022, it was 80% people, 20% me. And it really dragged me to the ground and the dust messed with me. Ending of 2021, it's more like 50-50. 50% me, 50% other people. And that's how it's going to be. And maybe lastly, do for who, do for you. Because people, I love humans, I love humanity, but some people can be really selfish and they can really underappreciate what you're doing for them. So be safe out there, check up on people, and even more, check up on yourself. Do the best you can. Be as intentional as you want to be. Be intentional about everything, about yourself, about your mental health, about your state of mind, and about other people. And anybody that is making you feel like you're not worth it, open the door for them, let them leave. See, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, Chiwendo has practiced all these things fully. But I'm learning. At least I've come to the place where I finally know that, see, some people, they're not worth to be given a coin of what you're giving to them. I swear down. I've come to that place. And I just hope that you get to that place too. This episode would have sounded, a little bit emotional or a little bit, solo, no, sad. But that's just how I feel now. And I hope it means something to you. Bye.